don't have a man, do you? You're kind of looking, huh? Do you have a tall man? Do you have a half a man? Do you have a man?
No, I don't have a man. I can't find a man to save my life. Is everybody happy?
Hey, yo, Jay, I met a guy out bowling with friends. He was my best friend's boyfriend's friend. Oh my, try saying that 10 times fast, right? We had a great convo, had fun that night. We exchanged numbers and have talked a couple times since then. Okay. Even though he's a good guy, ball about to drop, y'all. He isn't really my type. Oh, he's not your type, okay? And I'm not that attracted to him. Oh my goodness. What should I do? Should I go out with him if he asks, or just cut things off now? Okay. I got that question that came in from a real lover. We gonna dive into it today. But y'all already know, if you got a question of your own that you want me to address in a future video, go ahead, y'all, and head over to righttoreallove.com/questions. Submit your question, totally free, no cost to do it, and I'll address it in a future video. But let's get back to this. Okay, so she went bowling with her best friend's boyfriend's friend, right? Like, that's who she met. Everything was smooth. And now she's like, I ain't really into him. He ain't my type. I ain't attracted to him. I feel you, sis. So one thing off rip that we gotta just clear this up really quickly. Attraction is super duper important, right? So you gotta be attracted to this guy. But sis, I got some questions, man, because I gotta be clear. Some things not really adding up. I gotta know, what exactly is it about him that you're not attracted to? And the reason, like sis, the only reason I'm asking you that is because you told me that the convo was great. You had fun with him, and this the main one, sis. This is the main one. You exchanged numbers. You gave him the digits. What did you think he wanted to do with your digits other than get in contact with you, chop it up, and eventually date you? Did you think that this man wanted your number to be friends with you? If he did, then, yo, he's rare. He's rare, mate. Maybe he's rare, but come on, sis. You already knew off rip what my man was interested in. And I'm assuming you knew off rip that he wasn't your type, right? And that you weren't that attracted to him. I'm assuming that you're talking about physical attraction. I could be wrong. Definitely let me know. Reach back out to me if I got it wrong. But yo, you didn't provide that context when you submitted your question. So I'm gonna just have to run with what I think you mean when you talk about not being attracted to him. Because I just got a question for you about that, right? A question just popped in my mind. Is he ugly, sis? Or is it the fact that he just don't fit your type? Which one is it, right? Which one is it? You got to figure this out, okay? You got to know why you're not attracted to him. That's the first thing, right? So beyond that, if you know for a fact, which it would appear that you don't because you're asking me to help you out in this situation, or whether or not you should do this or do that, you're still not clear that this dude isn't a guy that you potentially would go out on a date on, because you asking me if you should go out on a date with him. Like, if you wasn't feeling him at all, like, I mean, zilch is zero, nada, no feelings, no attraction, you wouldn't even be considering the date. So I think what you really got to focus in on is understanding what is it that you really are not attracted to when it comes to this guy. Because out of one breath, you're saying he ain't your type, you're not attracted to him. Out of the other breath, you actually considering the fact that you might be willing to go on a date with him. So I'm going to make it easy for you, sis. This is what you should ask yourself to figure out that, hey, you're not going to go on a date with him. Okay, here it is. You listening? Listen, sis. Come here. You ready? Listen to this, sis. If you never, ever would date this man in a million years, or if he was just the only man on the earth, you would still never, ever date this man, there's your answer right there. Cut it off. Ain't no reason to even consider a date. You already know that not in a million years, not if he was the last man on earth, would you ever consider being with him. So let that be your answer. Let that be your solution to this problem, right? Now, if you're not saying, hey, I would never not date him in a million years, or, if he was the only man on the earth, I might consider him. That leads me to believe that more than likely, It's just the fact that this guy is different from your typical type, right? Like, you got a type, and he's different, some form or fashion, some way, somehow. And that is the unknown for you. That is risky business, because you don't know what it's gonna be like if you enter into a dating or even a relationship type situation with this type of guy. It's something new. You know, we got this desire to want to stick to our comfort zones. So sis, if that's the reason why you're saying you're not attracted to him, you don't want to go on a date with him, is really just because, yo, he's something different, something you ain't never tried before, and you would prefer to stay in your comfort zone, then I would say you may want to really consider the fact that you should go on a date with him, just to kind of see what it would be like to do something different, step out of your comfort zone, right? So that's a whole aside point, right? Last one before we go. If this man says that he's open to just being your friend, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I would say that you shouldn't do it. At the very least, do not put this man in a friend zone when you know for a fact that you have no interest whatsoever in him romantically, especially if the guy has expressed the fact that he wants to date you or is interested in taking you out on a date at some point. If that has ever come up, then don't even accept that, oh, well, we could just be friends, like, we really cool. Like, nah, like, spare him, spare yourself. Don't even give that a second thought. That's my take on it. If you got something you want to add, feel free to do so in the comments. If you got a question of your own, head over to righttoreallove.com/questions. Submit yours. It don't cost nothing to do it. And I'll catch y'all in the next one. I love y'all. Stay blessed, live, and love life. Thank God. I'll catch you in the next one. Deuces.